Ladies and gentlemen, Father Alex forgot his talk stick back in Mexico City. I swear to God, man. My mom always told me that you're gonna forget your girlfriend one day at the airport. You know, it's like, how the hell do I forget to bring it? How the hell does a toxic coach forget to bring his talk stick? How is that possible? That's an oxymoron, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. I guess it doesn't work the same, Alex. I'm happy because now you can stop fucking poking us. All right, ladies. So today we're gonna talk about how to keep a man desiring you. Okay. And look, this is one of those videos that it's kind of like it's not what you expect. Okay. Desire. You see, desire is never about possessing you completely. Desire is more about the imagination, because as soon as you have what you desire, it is absolutely an unmitigated part of human nature to take it for granted. That's just how it is. And in the beginning of meeting somebody, they will have peak desire for you. And maybe as the years go by, you have periodic peaks and valleys, but it's never going to stay at peak. Okay? Another thing is that the ones that desire you the most, for the most part, will never have you. Like that's the paradox behind this, is that there are guys out there that want you more than your man, but the only reason why they desire you is because they cannot have you. Okay, so that's the second thing. By the way, we're having a seminar in New York City this September. We're having a meet and greet on Friday, and not this Friday, but you click on the description when that is on Friday, and then a 3-hour seminar on Saturday. The meet and greet is gonna be like 1 hour or so. But for the freeloaders. But the next day is gonna be a full-on seminar, and it's pretty much gonna be about my book, The Chase, where I teach you guys how to make guys chase. It's pretty much fundamentals of attraction. So I will check it out, or else I'm closing the channel. Okay, go there, or I'm closing it. And this video was sponsored by some of our loyal. And the Lord and Father, not the Lord, and the Lord means loyal Patreon supporters, as you can see here. For $25 a month, you can ask me a question that I'll make a video about it. And I have other bonuses in there that you can see, like a book club, or like a separate YouTube channel where I post videos there that I don't post on YouTube. I'll even draw you. I gotta send some drawings out today, actually. But yeah, go check it out, or I'm closing the channel. Don't piss me off. So yeah, man. So that's the first. Second thing is that the guys that like you, the guys that desire you the most, will never they will never be with you, and as a result, you'll always be in their imagination. Desire is mostly in the imagination. Why? Because desire is dopamine. Desire is the anticipation of something good, right? It's not about liking it. It's about desiring it. So we could talk about what you could do to create desire in a guy. But generally speaking, the most desire you have is with a guy who's not with you. Now, your brain is programmed to get excited about the unexpected. And that's why when you don't like the guy, they like you back, because you're more unpredictable. You'll say, I won't hang out with you tonight, but then when Tyrone doesn't hit you up that night, you're like, fuck this shit, man. I got to call Bob the builder. You hit up Bob. Bob is like, hey, baby, right? Hey. I don't know, that's how I sound that's how like a dweeb sounds like in my mind. Hey girl, right? And he'll be there for you. But what happened? You just gave him a dose of dopamine. He wasn't expecting you. You hit him up. He gets excited, right? And you do it so infrequently that every time you do it, it still gives him a spike of dopamine. So because of that, he's always gonna be in that state of like, is she gonna hit me up? Is she gonna hit me up? Always thinking of you. And maybe you guys can even relate to this. Maybe you guys are in that situation where you don't know when he hits you up, and when he hits you up, it feels so exciting. It's not that you love him or like him. It's just that you're addicted to it. And if you actually get with him over time, you might actually start seeing right through him, and you may not even like him as much, right? So that's one of those things. Now you gotta understand there are two types of realities that people live. Okay, there's one extrapersonal characteristics of the things in the extrapersonal space. To get them requires time, effort, and in many cases, planning. Anything that's outside of your reach is extrapersonal, and that involves dopamine. Anything that's outside of your reach that you have to plan out involves dopamine. The next part is peripersonal. Contrast anything in the peripersonal space which can be experienced here and now. Holding this, Seeing my girlfriend, which she's here right now, right? Seeing my hanging out with my girlfriend, touching her, all that kind of stuff, right? Appreciating her. That's peripersonal. But the thing is that as soon as something goes from extra personal distance to peripersonal close, the dopamine will begin to fall down. And what will go up is oxytocin, which is the neurochemical that allows you to experience and enjoy the here and now. That's why when you smoke weed, your dopamine goes down, here and now chemicals goes up, and now you feel lazy because dopamine has gone down, but the chemicals that allows you to appreciate what's in front of you, watching TV, talking to your friends, listening to music, is up. So that's why some people feel lazy when they smoke weed. So understand this. To make a guy desire, you got to keep that distance. So if you're in a relationship with a guy, you have to find a way to put a little bit of that distance in there. You have to, because you got to understand, he loves you, but he also has a mammalian brain, and that brain will get used to whatever is in front of you. Now, you may not keep him desiring you all the time, but to love you is different. To love you is something more achievable. Desire it completely 100% of the time, it's just your ego. You get what I'm trying? That's just your ego. To love you is something that is manageable and realistic. Now, let's just talk about how to keep them desiring you. You got to have some turmoil. You got to have some ups and downs. It pretty much becomes toxic, right? So, because it's not natural to keep desiring a woman all the time. Like, I'm sorry. I don't think it's natural. The brain is not designed that way, to desire something and to keep releasing dopamine at the same rate. That's the mind of an addict. It just doesn't work that way. So what you got to do is learn to maintain a little bit of mystery. Use your head, plan out things, give them some random little surprises. Yes, it takes planning. Yes, it takes thinking. That's why most people don't do it right. So from time to time, don't text him back on time. As long as, this is the key though, there has to be trust between you guys. I'm sorry. You guys have to trust each other. Because if you do this and there's no trust, he might think you're cheating. Like, that's the kind of trust I want. I don't want the kind of trust where we're like, oh, this bitch is gonna do this shit now. No, I want the kind of trust where he says, okay, I know she's not banging her personal trainer, so what the fuck is going on? Like, that kind of stuff. I don't want him, because as soon as he starts thinking about you banging Jamal, the running back and shit, or Bob, or fucking Jake, the quarterback, it's not gonna work in your favor. He's not gonna react with desire. He's gonna react with with jealousy that's filled with rage. That is not what we're asking for, because that shit he could break up with you or hurt you. What we're asking for is him thinking, is she losing interest? That's the only thought that we want, right? Like, what is she up to, right? Not the who she with, none of that shit. Because if you guys are in that position, I'm sorry, you guys will not last long, and it's better off to cut your losses while you could now. Okay, so that's one thing, right? So just keep them distant. If you guys live together, work all day and come home, right? If you guys are in a long distance relationship, that's fine. There's already enough distance. You don't need to do much when you're long distance. All you need to do is not chase. Like, seriously, all you need to do is give them space, and that's it. There's no, you don't need to do a backflip, a spinning a Rooney, none of that shit, right? Now, yeah, you guys see that? Father Alex is glitching, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on here? Let's see. Let's take up the camera. Oh shit, I'm glitching right now. All you need to do is not chase. Just keep him distant from you. Again, if he lives with you, you gotta do things outside of your house. You gotta put him in a sexually competitive state, because if you live with him, he's never gonna see the presence of other guys smiling at you. All a guy needs to do is see a nigga smile at you so that he could have some desire. Remember, even as a child, the way that makes you want a toy more is if you see little fucking Timmy trying to play with your goddamn toy. Okay, you're like, yo, fuck Timmy. Timmy ain't fucking with my shit. Give him my shit back, right? So it's kind of like the way to make a guy desire you more is just to see the presence of other guys smiling at you. They don't have to be slinging their dicks around you. They don't have to be wiggling it. All they gotta do is just see you smile at them and see them smile at you. He'd be like, why is he having so much fun with that guy with a shirt that says personal trainer, right? Why is she hanging around with that guy that looks like he plays for the
NFL, right? Alex, do you have this black and white fantasy in your mind of your girl fucking a black guy? I am the black guy, Melissa. Sorry about that. So as you guys can see, that's how you keep that desire. Another thing that you could do is what I always teach, right? Is the way that you text. From time to time, you text. This is the pattern that I always teach. Take 2 or 3 hours. Oh, by the way, one more thing is that if you have girlfriends and stuff like that, do things without him. Like literally just do things without him and let him know you're gonna go have fun with your girlfriend, because studies show that one of the best ways to create more sperm as a guy, like one of the best ways to reload, is to make sure your girl is somewhere else. I'm not even kidding. The further you are from him, the longer you are away from him, the more his dick will create sperm. This shit, and you wanna know why? It's because evolutionarily speaking, the reason behind it, the theory is that when you're away, he doesn't know if you banged somebody. So he'll say, okay, she came back. There must be some cum inside of her. So let me make sure I produce enough cum so that all of my troops could just take out the enemy troops. You get what I'm saying? That's like the most simple. That is an oversimplified way of explaining that if a guy likes you and you're away, he's gonna just want to fuck you. But one of the reasons is because evolutionarily, most likely, you must have been banging somebody else. That's like the reason for it, apparently. And it kind of makes a lot of sense to me, to be honest with you. Why? So, and that's the secret, is that space produces that kind of sexual desire. And that's why I say long distance relationships, you don't need to do much. Like, if you ask me, you don't need to do much. The distance is already there. The distance creates enough pain to make him like you more. Like, if it doesn't create enough pain to like you more, it just means it's just not there. Like, it's just that simple. You guys get what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And the texting pattern that I say, you have to create that texting pattern. The 2 hours and then the 2 hours and then the 3x20. What that means is the first text of the day, you take 2 or 3 hours to respond, like I always say. After that, you go back and forth with him 3 times, taking between 5 to 20 minutes in between responses, right? And what that does is that it creates that kind of uncertainty. Make sure when you're with him, you don't have your phone around you. Make sure that from time to time you break that pattern. Once out of every 2 or 3, no, like once out of 20% of the times you just break it. In other words, you just literally reverse it. That means you start texting him on time. That means when he texts you the first time, you respond fast. And then the second time you respond in 20 minutes. And then the third time you respond in 1 hour. You find a day where you just break that pattern. Because if you keep texting that way, he's gonna be able to see it. You wanna go cold, you wanna pull away in different areas, not just in one area. It could be that you don't let him touch you for like a whole day as a game. You literally say, baby, you can't touch this merchandise, baby. Yeah, baby, you can't touch the merchandise. Well, if you don't let me touch it, I'm gonna tell yo man you with me. Oh, Tyrone. Just comes out of nowhere threatening bitches, man. Calm the fuck down, dude. That's toxic, don't you think? That is very toxic on Tyrone. Careful, he'll tell on you. Don't trust him, right? You switch it around, right? It could be that you're cold in terms of letting him touch you, and you let him know it's a game, right? It could be that you're cold in terms of you cancel the date. It could be that you're maybe cold that you don't want to talk. It could be that you're cold that in terms of you're busy all day. That you want to switch it up and not keep it static, because then he's gonna see right through you, and that's how you create that kind of space to create desire. Like I said, it's impossible to keep him desiring you 100% forever. That is impossible, but you could increase the likelihood that things will go better, right? This will work better with a guy that you're just having sex with a guy that's just a fuck buddy. This is just easier with them. But in terms of like a legit relationship, nah, man, desire will wane. It's like guys say, show me a 10 and I'll find you. Show me a 10, right? And I'll find you a guy who's tired of fucking her. Like everyone gets tired of each other eventually. And that's why you got to give them space. But again, when the desire goes away, what comes up is oxytocin. It's your appreciation of you. And you know what? What's crazy is that this is why some women let their man have sex with other women, because they understand that
like some women understand, you know, like it's just how it is, man. You know, I didn't make people, I didn't program them, I just explained them, and this is one of those realities that you think I would like to tell you guys this, that desire would just go away eventually. Like I don't want to tell you guys this. It doesn't go with my business. It doesn't help me to make more money. But what the fuck you want me to do? I can't lie to you guys. All right, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in my seminar. Attend or else. You guys know exactly what that means. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my courses. Support it. If you need one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org. Okay? I'll see you. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this 3rd week, setting boundaries. We go over the 3rd week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, 4th week. 5th week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos. All right, so you could just check it out for free, and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're gonna want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're gonna love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now. All right. I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.